the biggest thing I could tell anybody if they're going into audio and they want to be an engineer and they want to work at high-end studios, one thing that nobody teaches you in school, and it's crazy, but it's like 90% of it, is your personality, your vibe, and the energy you put out, and just being not like yourself. Like, I know that sounds cliche, but the vibe, that word, the vibe, gets thrown around in the studio all the time. Just if you and the artist are clicking, a lot of time that's all it takes. Like, you may not be the fastest in the world at Pro Tools or know all your mic techniques, but if you can, you know, deal with this guy's shit and his craziness and like you vibe pretty well with that artist, then he's gonna say to his boy, he's gonna be like, hey man, I like this engineer. Like, and then next thing you know, your manager gets wind of that, and next thing you know, you're throwing on all the sessions. And that's how it works. It's like, if you vibe, and because artists are very superstitious and very, if they make a hit song, they want all the conditions of how they made that song the same. Oh yeah. So they want to use the same microphone. Yeah. They want to use the same headphone. They want to be the chair in the same position. They want to be wearing the same shirt and the clothes half the time. Right. Like, they're very superstitious a lot of the times. Some aren't, but yeah. So it goes as well as the engineer. They want the same people working with them. So if you happen to be the one that recorded that album by accident, maybe his engineer didn't show up that day, and you recorded that song for him, and he's like, hey, the song this guy recorded but became number one. Maybe that has something to do with it. And next thing you know, you're on all the sessions. And that's kind of how that goes. And people when they're in school, they don't believe. They wish it'll happen, but they don't believe it can happen. Right. But when you're there and you realize, oh my God, it happens all the time. Right. It makes things a lot easier. You just gotta be able to put yourself in a position where you can get there. And you know, not everybody has someone they know that can get them in a studio, but dude, you have schooling. That's all you need. If you just go to a little bit of audio education, get a basic resume together. Hit up the studio, go on their website. They usually have their emails on there, you know, and be like, hey, or even call and be like, hey, I really want to look forward to recording there. Act like you have the money. As long as you can get the manager's email, he's the shot caller. You send him your resume, say like, hey, I'm really dedicated, want to do this, and you send them your resume, dude, they're looking for interns. The turnaround on interns is insane. So like, there's gonna be a spot opening up, and that's all it takes. It's literally that. Sometimes it just takes the balls of getting out here or getting to where you want to be. That's the hard part.